videos, we have been graphing lines. We've looked at how to draw lines on XY axes if we are given an equation, something like this. And we also looked at intersecting lines. So let's just leave intersecting lines be for the moment, and let's just focus on one equation and one line, okay? Now I'm going to go through this a little quick because we've done it already. But say you're given this equation here and you're told to graph this line. So this equation can be drawn as a line, okay? So all we do is we do the t method. We let x equal 0 on this side, and we let y equal 0 on the other side. That will cancel there, so that would be y is equal to 4. So our coordinates there are 0 and 4. And over here, 2x, that's 0, just disappears, equals 4. Divide both sides by 2. They cancel. X is equal to 2, so your coordinates are 2 and 0. Okay. So using the t method, we have found where this equation, where this line crosses the xy axis. So the first one is 0, 4, so 0 here and then up to 4. So I just do that. And then 2 and 0 is the other one, so I go across to 2 and 0. And then all I have to do is get my ruler and line it up with the 2 dots, roughly, and then draw a line through. Now, I have drawn the line 2x plus y is equal to 4. That's all we had to do to draw this line, this equation as a line, okay? Now, what happens if we are given a line but not the equation, and we are told that we have to find the equation of this line? So previously we were given the equation and told to draw the line. Now we are given the line and asked to find the equation. So we're working backwards. And it's a little bit more work than working the other way. But it'll be okay. There's 2 things we have to do. First thing we have to do is we have to find the slope of the line. Okay, so step 1 will be the slope. And then we can find the equation of a line using a formula, okay, which we'll go through now in a sec. In order to find the slope, we need to know 2 sets of coordinates, all right? We need to know 2 sets of coordinates of the line that are on the line. Okay, so let's do that now. This one here is 3 on the x-axis and 2 on the y-axis. So we'll do step 1 here, okay? We have 3 and 2. And then over here we have 1 and 6. So 1 and 6. And we have x1, y1, x2, y2. Now, we can either use run over rise, or we can use the slope formula. The slope formula is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. I'm going to do both. If I was to fill out the formula, it would look like this. Y2 is 6 minus y1. Y1 is 2. And then x2 is 1 minus x1 is 3. So that would give you 4 over minus 2. And that is 4 divided by minus 2 is minus 2. So our slope, our slope is minus 2. Now, if we were going to use the rise over run, what we would do is we would draw just a line like this going down and a line going across. And you see here 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it goes from 6 here on the y-axis down to 2. So that is a difference of 4, and it's going down, so it's minus 4. So if we're using the slope, I'll write it over here. minus 4 because it's going down by 4, okay? And then it's going across by 2, all right? Because it's here, this is above 1 on the x-axis, and then it goes across to 3 on the x-axis. 2 boxes, but it goes across from 1 to 3, so that's 2. And if you divide minus 4 by 2, you get minus 2. Hey, look, exact same. So whichever you prefer, okay? So now we have the slope, done. Now all we need is the equation of a line formula. And for this, we're going to use the equation of a line formula. Y minus y1 equals mx minus x1. All right? So what do we need here? Well, the y will stay in the formula and the x will stay in the formula. The m, well, we found out the m is minus 2. We need x1 and y1. Now, does that mean we have to use these two? No, it doesn't. We can choose to use either coordinate, set of coordinates, as long as we use these two together or we use these two together. We don't mix them. So if you use these two together, perfect. If you use these two together, that's fine. Okay, so I'm just going to use 3 and 2. So I'll rewrite the formula, but I'll fill it out. Y minus y1. What's y1? y1 is 2 equals m. What's m? Minus 2. And then x minus x1. x1 is 3. All right. Now we need to multiply this out and we need to rearrange. Okay, we need to rearrange the equation. So y minus 2 equals minus 2 multiplied by x, and then also minus 2 multiplied by minus 3. So minus 2x, and minus by a minus is a plus, and 2 by 3 is 6. That's plus 6. Now, we are nearly finished. We've got them, if we're in a test, we've got the majority of the marks complete. But what we need to get to do is to tidy it up. Now, you will be asked to present it in one of two ways, okay? You either will be asked to present it with all of these terms on the left-hand side, or you'll be asked to present it where the x's and y's are on the left and the constants, the numbers, are on the right. Now, if I were to do the one where everything is on the left, let's have a look here and see what we'd end up with. We would have to plus 2 to both sides to get that plus 2 across. That would cancel, and that would give us on the right hand side, that would give us plus 6 plus 2 is 8. And then I want the minus 2x over on the far side, so I plus 2x to both sides. Plus 2x, so that cancels. So I'm left with, oops, that should be 2x. So that would be 2x and then plus y. 2x plus y equals 8, so that's one way of doing it. If I have everything over on the left hand side, it would be 2x plus y. Now, if I want to get this plus 6 over the far side, I would minus 6 from both sides, minus 6 from both sides. So what would end up happening is when this 8 is brought to the other side, it would become a minus 8 equals 0. Okay. You will either be asked to answer it, to give your answer in this form here or this form here. Most recent questions in the Leaving Cert that I've seen, they've asked you to have all the terms on the left hand side so that you have everything on the left and it's equal to 0. Here's a question that I want you to do now, and then I'll go through it tomorrow in tomorrow's video, at the start of tomorrow's video. So remember, the first thing you have to do is you have to find the slope. So step number 1, you find the slope. And step number 2, you use the equation of a line formula, which is y minus y1 equals m, which is the slope, times x minus x1. Okay, so you find the slope, and then using this formula, you put in one set of coordinates and the slope that you just found, and then you present it in the two ways that I showed you in the previous question. And you find the coordinates by reading the coordinates from this line, from either end of this line. Okay, good luck.